Good afternoon, morning, or evening. I'm the Mainly Digger, and this video is about a trip I took to go take a tour of Cumston Hall, but also about Monmouth, Maine, the history of Monmouth, Maine. I grew up in Monmouth when I lived in Maine, and it's a nice small town with a lot of history, and it dates back to about, like, I think it was established around the 1700s. But this video is about Cumston Hall and some of the sites. Cumston Hall is a very, very interesting place. It started off as, a town hall and a theater. And it's funny because it's kind of an optical illusion. And I might say it in the video that it doesn't look like there could be a theater in there, and there is. The architecture in Cumston Hall is amazing. The designs, the thought process that went behind it, and I talk about the architect that built it. And this is Cumston Hall. Cumston Hall is also a theater, and multiple theater companies have used this facility, as well as the local schools, to put on plays, dramas. That's how I know it. I grew up in Monmouth. It's located in Monmouth, Maine. And I spent a good majority of my time in this building watching different members, family members, friends, and plays. It's also the town library. So I know this building well. So the story of Cumston Hall all starts here at this used to be the town hall during before 1900. And it's a building I grew up around and in. It's on Main Street. It's right down the road from Cumston Hall. It used to be a candy shop. Before that, it's been multiple different things, but it wasn't a really good town hall. So the story goes, Charles Cumston, they were arguing about funding for a new town hall, because this is an ugly town hall. So Charles Cumston stands up and he says, you know what, I don't care, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for all of it. We need a new town hall. And that is the story of how Cumston Hall got its funding and its name. Charles Cumston said, this place is not a town hall. This building, not suitable. And he funded it. This is the only known image of Cumston Hall being built. It was constructed by an all-voluntary crew. That means everybody volunteered. No one was being paid for it. The creator and architect of this building is Harry Cochrane, a Maine artist, born and bred in Monmouth. Not only was Cochrane the designer and architect of Cumston Hall, he did all the paintings inside Cumston Hall, to include the screen on the stage. And everything, except for the screen, is still intact. The screen is kind of lost to history. No one knows where it went. But the paintings inside are still they haven't been touched. Same painting, different picture. This is a picture I took a couple of days ago when I was doing the tour. The cherubs, it is said to have, the faces are of different known people throughout Monmouth and the surrounding area. These are 3 other known artworks by Cochrane that are still hanging in Cumston Hall to this day. I'm not sure who they were donated by, but they're definitely artworks of Cochrane's. Cochrane completed these in his later years, and you can't really see it from the pictures that I've taken, but they're a little darker. Like they're just dark. This is Charles Cumston. I couldn't really find anything on Mr. Cumston except that he had a lot of money and was willing to donate it to different charities. This is a photo looking out from the stage into the seating. Just a gorgeous, it's just an amazing, it makes an amazing picture. The individual is the tour guide, the caretaker of Cumston Hall. He didn't ask to be named, so I'm not going to name him. Just a huge thank you.
Examples of the plaster so that if something were to ever happen, we would be able to use that as a way of recreating a piece if we had to. When it was opened, Cochrane really liked pastels. You can kind of tell because their building's kind of a big pink castle in the middle of town. But a lot of softer colors. The paintings up here represent everything that was done: music and singing, theater and drama right there, and then business over here with the woman and her scroll. There was a head plasterer. His name was Mellon Hanscom, and he was sort of the over person of all the plaster work.
This is where the town hall used to be in Cumston Hall. It's used as a dressing room. It's just a nice light area. And this was the platform people would speak from. I can just, this is the forming of the town. This is where the town was formed. Or even the town as we know it from the 1900s was formed. Rules, regulations, policies. It's just an interesting... It's just interesting to be in there and think of the history that once was and that was created from decisions inside this room. And this is obviously a bathroom, but it once was a voting booth. So they turned it into a bathroom. Seems fitting. Monmouth was established in the later 1700s, and this is a blacksmith shop from 1850. So this is the pretty much the train station. Also the Central Maine Freight. It was a shed. It was built in 1895.